It's Elmer time. And I will say, I don't mean to make a pun or anything like that, but these guys have stuck around like glue. And I'm talking about Billy, Sessions. They've all been playing for years now. And here comes a tip-off. I always struggle with this one. It's Marquise or Marquise?
Marquise and Stun. Yeah, Marquise and Stun.
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 That's exactly how I pronounce it with the accent and all.
He's typical Stun now. Okay, he's not Stun.
I'm still going Stun.
Next year he'll be classic Stun.
Quick 3-0 lead for Before the Fame. I believe we should see King's World on this roster as well, since that is his brand.
I hate to, I'm going to again ask a question. What is this hashtag SOE thing that y'all...
I think that has to... First off, I thought this was King's World branded. I might be getting my brands mixed up. But SOE, I feel like has something to do with glue guys. But I don't know. Chat, educate us.
Chat, help us out.
And hopefully this doesn't turn into the situation did in Philly.
SEBA over everything. Got it. It's from the SEBA League. Ah, shout out to Big Bert in the chat.
That's just disrespectful.
Hashtag SOE.
You can see the player cams you can see the player cams on the right side as they're locked in. That's the image of Spam walking through like it's his red carpet. Get out the shot, Spam.
That was really intense. That was so intense. He's slowly sauntering.
He was literally walking like it was his red carpet.
It's disrespectful. Disrespectful in kind of a funny way because this is the UPA regionals.
Yeah, that's the reason it's disrespectful. Like, come on.
I love
but
it.
regardless, here we go. Locking in. Stun. Thought he could have taken a shot. And there it is. Actually, this is King's World's brand. I was right for once. That shot's not going to go. That's an offensive rebound. 2 for a dollar from the right hash. And that one's money.
Nice shot there from King's World. Good recovery. Stayed home off the offensive board. Got a easy wide open 3.
6-2 early lead for Before the Fame. Early on in this one. About a 3:36 left to go. Calls a cut from the right hash. Billy decides not to go up with it. Tries to go to the right side to Sessions. Sessions trying to find some open space. That might be the other Sessions. Elite with it down low. Is that? Hold on. The thing that says coach something.
Billy, that's Billy. You have Billy the Goat.
Yeah, no, Billy the Goat. I thought.
Oh,
the Coobs I read as coach. Because again, I'm 50, and I'm not talking about my shooting capabilities either.
Yes, King's World is the dude that plays standing up.
Yes,
sure
that is him.
Does he still do that?
Well, I mean, from the shot that we saw, no, he doesn't.
Ever since he sat back down,
he was a different man.
The same. Guys, we will be showing that Toxic Handles matchup at some point when they get going. They seem to have changed, excuse me, the on-stage matchup. I believe we are going to get...
Hey, man, you got C's over there.
You got C's.
And you've got Perm, man. That should be a fun one.
I believe they're putting Undisputed on the main stage to go up against... PlayStation side of things. They will be playing...
That's an unfortunate shot there early. Didn't see a need to go ahead and rush that one, but nonetheless, he rushes it. Wide open shot ends up being an early one. Pump fake 1-2, goes up on the third one and successfully converts. It's a 2-point ball game, 2:23 left to go in the first.
Yeah, Undisputed versus Bill for this will be our next main stage matchup, which should be an absolute banger. I mean, Antoine 630, Street Season Glow versus Mooch, Jaden, Logic Stark, Perm, and Rain. Antoine... The former Bill for this point guard. Nice little revenge matchup. That should be fun.
You see anyone on this roster that you feel like has a chance to go and get drafted? I'm not talking about just one. I'm talking about both teams.
Which teams?
Sorry, in terms of Before the Fame or Glue Guys.
I mean, we've talked about Stun a little bit, but I was hoping for a bigger offseason from him, especially in a really weak shooting guard class. He has been good, but not great. But if he makes a big-time run here this weekend, you never know. There is going to be a shooting guard. I don't know who it's going to be. There will be a shooting guard that takes over this weekend and gets picked strictly based off of what they do this week. So I don't know who it's going to be, but it will be one of them. Could be Stun. We'll see.
That's a bold claim. I mean that sarcastically. You know what? Matter of fact, I'll make my own prediction. I believe we'll get at least 40 individuals drafted to the NBA 2K League on January 26th.
Okay, you know what?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Since we're all making fire hot takes here.
Okay. I'm going to sit down.
Stunny boy goes ahead. Oh, and that's going to be a 3 in the key. It looked like they were trying to foul, but nonetheless, here comes an easy free throw that he goes ahead and greens. Here comes the inbound. Marquise? I don't know why I keep messing that one up. As that one's going to be missed from the top.
We're being asked to show the most hated game. Could we get a 2-box here? We'll see what that game looks like.
Well, so let's do this. At the end of this, oh, here comes an alley-oop attack that's successful. In traffic, nonetheless, to double up the score, 16-8. Let's go ahead and head at the end of this quarter, at the start of the second. We can go to the most hated game or any other games that are in the fourth quarter with a close score as Billy the GOAT misses that one. No rebound there for the Glue guys. As Marquise gets it over to Comp, the former player for Bucks Gaming, looking to show out.
This is kind of like before the fame / Fire Sticks Gaming, because you got Marquise, you got Comp in there, you're mixing it up with Stun before the fame. Very, very FSG-esque.
Elite with it now. Has a cut with Billy from the left side. Tried to run a play. Has a shot. Doesn't take it, though. That one's going to get tipped. And now we're going the other way. You've got numbers, and you've got King's World with 20 points for before the fame.
It's been a difficult offensive quarter for the Glue guys, despite the fantastic logo. Just not nearly good enough shooting the ball, not nearly good enough shooting the ball from three. It's been fun to watch this quarter, but it might be.
I mean, look, Lance is the coach of the year, not player of the year.
Yeah,
okay? I'm just saying. And for the folks saying, why are we watching this game? Look, you have teams.
It's fun.
Well, it's also, let's be honest here, right? You have teams that have flown out to go ahead and participate in this game. So you want to go ahead and show them some love, show them some airtime as well. That's why we do. We're showing a quarter of this, and we'll try to go ahead and switch it over to the most hated game if we can. As soon as production makes that switch, we'll go ahead and call that game for you. So we want to show a little bit of love to as many teams as possible. Hopefully you understand, as that shot could have been taken from the top, was wide open, decides not to. Attacks the rim instead, cuts the deficit in half.
By the way, the Before the Fame team is up 1-0 in this series.
Good to know. So looking to go ahead and close out in this one as Stun. Going up against Billy. Calls a little bit of a cut from the right corner, and that one's good to go. We got some exciting playoff games later on today as well.
Oh, yeah. Wrong sport, though.
I feel like if we're in if we're in Dallas, we have to root for the Cowboys. I don't know how that's going to go with Joe, though, who's a big diehard Eagles fan. Billy looking to attack the rim. Had the right corner open, but decided to take the two instead. Marquise bringing it up the court. Trying to extend this lead even some more as he goes ahead and takes that shot from the top. Gets it to drop.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
You know what? I've already. Yeah, I can't. I won't.
That's a wrap. Get me out of here. I still have 24 hours of this.
And that's going to be a foul. It should be a transition take foul as he had a man wide open on the right side. I wasn't going to till you said don't do it. You got to know I'm still a kid inside, regardless of my white beard that's happening.
Colt, I don't think there's another game going on right now, so it's okay.
And yeah, Colt, you can too. Again, $Suleiman27 is my Cash App handle.
Why not us? Drops game one. Thank you, not elite shooter. Appreciate it.
And I know the production team is working to go ahead and get this game, or to show you guys other games and things like that. So just hang tight with us. 28-12. Trying to cut into the deficit is Billy. Wanted to go ahead and fade away from the left elbow, but nothing here. Gets it right back out. That one's a little bit too deep. Oh, and he's going to look to attack the rim, and somehow that converts after all the misses we have seen from Crown at the rim. That's the one that we see go in?
Yep, classic.
Bruh.
Absolute classic.
And, of course, this is a best of three. And from what we understand, all the games are blowouts.
Classic Xbox.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. If we can, let's go ahead and show most hated.
Yeah, let's get. If we got a bunch of blowouts, let's blow it out. You know, put a bunch of games on there. Huh? And
it looks like we're working that way in, and we did. There you go, 72-57. Oh, wow, you get 5 seconds of this. Here's Bougie looking to attack the rim, and he's gonna get fouled.
I've been told he has 50.
Bougie has 50.
Now, I don't want to take credit for Bougie having 50. But I did say at the start of the offseason that he should play shooting guard, and look what happens when people listen to twitch.tv/sportsdean. Okay? You play shooting guard, and you go for it.
There's no way you plugged in your own.
Come on.
First off, I've been a fan of Bougie. Shout out to the man who got the prospect badge from the Hornets. I believe it was in Season 4 draft is when he had gotten that. So shout out to him. Got a chance to play with him.
Beach is calling us weirdos.
A couple of times.
Are you new to the channel? I think he's new.
Oh, we've been weirdos. Yeah, we've been weirdos. 3.9. Here, this is a play. Oh, man, they're going to quit out. I was going to say, this would have been the play of the game we could have casted. Bougie, standing there, waiting for this game to open. Oh, somehow he does it. But that one's going to be. And, of course, we couldn't do what we do without our sponsors, so we want to go ahead and thank them for this $2,500 scholarship 2K tournament for the community. It's free entry. You don't have to pay a dime for it. 32 players only, though, and it's going to be $2,500 for the Invesco QQQ, a fund that I've actually traded quite a bit. The Legacy Classic HBCU Invitational delivered by Pizza Hut.
You're the voice of the HBCU.
All right, cut it out. Cut it out. Shout out to Supreme, Keats, my gal Bordy, and everyone else over there at the HBCU. But this is awesome, man. I love this. Shout out to Invesco QQQ for the Legacy Classic as well.
Very cool. Top 2 players flown to New Jersey, played the Prudential Center. That's really cool.
Where's that? Enlighten me.
Left corner.
No, I meant.
Oh,
what is
the Prudential Center? It's in New Jersey. It's where the Devils play.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get. Courtside seats during the Legacy Classic as well, which is another great tournament. So, yeah, this is great and all, but if you guys want to go ahead and fly me and Harris out there.
Yeah, come on.
Well, that sounds fun. But this is awesome. Make sure you guys go ahead and scan the QR code on the top left for your chance to go ahead and win this amazing prize and be a part of the $2,500 scholarship, again, delivered by Pizza Hut. Coming back to us here in our pretty faces, that's the man right there who is on Oz Gaming, and that's Jaden, not Jiden, as some were trying to argue during the season. This guy over here who's a little bit too tall, and I need me a little staircase here. But, Harris, we've seen a few games.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on so far here in day one?
The guards are stepping up. And you can kind of tell that not only are the guards stepping up, you can kind of feel the pressure, especially on these young guns, whether it's like a Claude, a Rec, or U-Bots that we saw. Like, all of these guys are feeling the pressure because there's so much on the line. The draft is in 12 days. It's January 14th. The draft is in 2 Thursdays. So all of these performances matter so much. And I mentioned how there's going to be a shooting guard that goes absolutely crazy. And guess what? We just saw Bougie drop 50. So he might end up being the guy who we've been kind of promised is going to be the shooting guard this time around. But I've been loving what I've seen for the guards. Can't talk enough about Plu and how well he played at the center spot. Really disappointed we only got to see one series of him because I mentioned on our pregame show last night, huge weekend for centers too. You have the 3 guys who are likely to get picked back up in Dimes, Glow, and Polo, but there are 2 other open center spots, and they are wide open right now.
And you can see the second round that's going down right now. By the way, Sai, my man, you forgot Zero Gaming's logo on this graphic. Just kidding, Sai. You've done a great job with these graphics. Always love them. But, from this, what I'm mainly paying attention to, of course, you're going to go ahead and have tunnel vision. I just got word. Sai didn't mess up. It's just it's different. Yeah, we'll just blame Zero Gaming. But anyway, you've got tunnel vision that won against Why Not Us in that game 1, I believe. So you get a chance to go ahead and see if they're going to go ahead and move on. But, of course, that Defiance and that Feared Potential. And let's go ahead and put up the other side of the bracket in terms of the other console if we can to see what that's shaping out to be. And here you go. You've got Breakout that went ahead and got a bye in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they're getting – they're not going to go by. Sorry. They're going to go ahead and play the winner of State Mafia and Recognize Greatness. That should be a fun matchup. So it looks like we're still waiting to see who everybody is going to play in the second round. So not much to talk about there. Producers, if we have any games that are tipping off or close or anything like that.
Even blowouts we'll take at this point.
So let's go
back to the the glue people. Yes.
Shout out to that man right there, Perry. Hey, Perry. You might want to move a little bit so we can show you some love. But Perry's been working hard to get these games started up for y'all. Shout out to Esposure as well. What a great venue this place has been. They've got really cool stuff that's happening here. And here we go. Locked in on the glue guys. 41-22. And for those of you that are going to complain in the chat, there's no other games at the moment that are going on. So just hang tight. Bear with us.
Breathe
as soon as
in through the nose, out through the mouth.
Sniff that glue. What?
Had to make it weird. You had to make it weird. I was trying to do a yoga class, and you had to make it a drug joke.
Oh, my goodness.
Y'all got players playing in an office closet? Not really. More of a conference room.
Touch grass. That one's going to be a missed shot. Comp with the rebound. Looking to dot the right side to Kings World. Kings World gets it back over to Marquise. Marquise? Marquise. God. Can I just call him Mark at this point?
Mark for 3.
Mark, can you imagine if I said that?
By the way, yeah, we definitely have to get that most hated Dallas Dogs Game 3 matchup when it ends up happening. Just because I want to see the Book and Bougie matchup. Plus, sounds like Beerich has been playing pretty well. So when that series comes back on, we're coming back up.
I was hoping to see JT in here. I know he's been playing with Slight Work this pre-draft. I was hoping to see him in person. But nonetheless, excited to hang out with you, my man, on the 25th and the 6th.
26. Oh, yeah.
25th and the 6th. We got rehearsal, you know. We don't just load up, you know. We got to talk about how the draft is going to go. Kings World trying to make a move on him. That's going to be a nice finish. 45-22, 2:55 left to go in the third. I feel like what we should do is commentate.
That series is over. So that was for the – oh, wow. So Bougie dropped 50 for the series. Oh, that's nasty. I like that. 2-1, most hated gets the series. That's awesome.
And here's a shot from the top. Not going to go. As it's 47-22. I feel like we should commentate the rest of this 2:30 in the quarter like it is the closest game in the world.
Oh, do you want to do it like golf?
I've never watched golf.
You got to be really quiet, ready?
Okay.
That's Billy the Goat. He's looking to get in the cup. And that one's going to dribble out the back of the court. You got to do it really.
Nah, golf is boring, especially if casting is like that. Yep. Oh, nah, get me out of that one.
Barrett Grizzly is saying this is rough. Bro, we have no choice. We are just shown the games that are being played right now, and unfortunately, there's nothing really else being played right now.
I can tell you a knock-knock joke.
Everybody's so angry. Change the game. Next game. We have no games to change to. Listen.
Tell your teams, tell your brothers and sisters to stop getting swept, and maybe we'd have some games to show you, eh?
I promise
stun
that when there's another game, just who's the one that complained? Not Bando. I promise. Just
what's going on? I think we're waiting
exclusively. I will get you a new game when it's on.
I think we've also got Tunnel Vision that could be starting up their game. So again, we're just waiting. We're in a waiting phase. But for now, you've got Stun, who's got 9 points here.
Not Bando says, I want
Stop
FP. I want Fear Potential. Well, technically it's not Fear Potential. It's more like No Tolerance / Fear Potential. You could call them Fear Tolerance or No Potential, depending on how you want to play. They're on to the next round already, so they're going to play Defiance in like 2 hours.
Yo, shout Outcast, excuse me, said show the bracket instead of this. That's just mean. That's just mean.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of hashtag SOEs in the chat anymore, not to be mean, but...
What? Hami, there's no way you're coming at me for Tunnel Vision when I actually talked about how if Harris went on for too long talking about ant season, you'd be in the chat.
Where's the Slight Work game?
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break since y'all are bullying us. I'm going to go to therapy. We'll be right back, hopefully with some main stage matchups and updates on the other ones. Don't go anywhere.